Hey, sis. I'm going to be serious for a minute.
Be serious.
Okay. So, we laugh, we joke, we talk about all this stuff with our kids. Do you think about insurance for them? Do you have insurance for them or for yourself?
Are we talking about life insurance or health insurance?
I'm talking about life insurance.
In
case something happens to one of us.
And I don't like them like that.
In the last episode, I remember you saying, your kids was just out for your life insurance. And you said you was going to give them to me. So if you was going to give them to me, how are they going to be protected?
No, on some real serious stuff, I do have life insurance for them. I have life insurance through To Insure Life. And
okay.
Because, we laugh a lot, we eye roll, we talk about it's the audacity for me. But the real thing is, we have more days behind us than we have ahead of us. So it's life worth protecting, right? And we should leave something for our children. So I use To Insure Life. And if you need some life insurance, this episode is sponsored by To Insure Life. It offers real coverage for real families. And if you need it, you can email To Insure Life, which is the number 2 in Sure Life first 1st.sfg@gmail.com and take adulting to the next level, because at the end of the day, we really do need life insurance. And maybe we don't think about it, as we are doing life, but at the end of the day, we want to leave our children with something, because the Bible says to leave our children's children with something.
Yes.
And life insurance is important.
Okay. And so that email address, again, just in case you didn't get it, is the number 2 NSURELIFE, the number 1 ST.SFG@gmail.com. So can't wait for you guys to take adulting to the next level.
That's right. Get some life insurance. If you don't get nothing else, at least you get some life insurance.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. Welcome back to another episode of These Can't Be My Kids, where we unpack the chaos, the comedy, and questionable choices of parenting adult children.
Oh, y'all, listen. Today's episode is a little different than our normal episode because we hit the streets to talk to a real mom, or a couple, about the monsters.
I'm a real mom.
Well, no. Real moms.
What are you talking about, real mom? I'm a real mom.
I'm talking about not us moms.
Oh, okay.
Like moms that don't live here.
Oh, okay, because you said, I wouldn't hit the street talking
real
to
moms, not Karen. Because Anyway, the ones
that don't have heart problems.
That's right. That's right. So, but we talked about the monsters that we lovingly raised as mothers and just as parents, honestly, because we talked to some dads today too.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we had a couple dads in there. But today we're specifically going to talk about this one mom. We're going to talk about, she talked about her 3 kids. And although they kind of do all the crazy things that they do,
yeah,
she wanted to give us her whole story. So,
yeah,
we're going to let y'all listen to her story a little bit.
It made us think today, for real.
Oh, listen. I will tell you one thing that I realized is that no kid knows boundaries. They don't understand them. They don't know the meaning. They just don't know.
I think what I got from her story, too, was that not only do they not know boundaries, but they don't understand all the things that we have done and sacrificed for them.
Oh, no, not at all. Like, she talked about some of her, she said she put two of her kids through college, working 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week for 11 years. 11 years.
Can y'all imagine that? She worked 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week for 11 years to put 2 of her kids through college.
It's crazy.
I'm struggling to do 8 hours. I work 8 to 4:30. Okay?
And she can't stand it.
At 3:45, I'm like, oh my God. Right? Yeah. But in my heart, I'm like, okay, I got to pay for Pinky's daycare. Got to pay for Pinky's daycare. But she did all that time.
11 years.
That was like prison time.
Yeah, for prison time.
Prison time.
And I don't even know. At the end of it, you know what she said? She was like, I don't know why I did this.
We don't know either.
We don't know either. So,
But you tell us, because we're going to let you listen to her story.
Yes, we are. And we can't wait to hear what you think about it. Grab your tea.
Your wine.
She got wine in a beer glass, y'all.
Why you joking me?
Because you hold your glass like it was a thing.
Oh, no,
I know your glass, but it's okay.
I know she talking because she got wine in a water cup.
This is a coffee mug.
Oh, yeah. So what you talking about?
It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
So either way, grab your emotional support snack, whatever it is you need for this episode, because what you're about to hear is going to be real. It's raw, and it's a little ridiculous at times, but so are we. So it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to roll tape, y'all. Oh, y'all, and before I hit roll tape, I do want y'all to know that the lady that we interviewed today, we're going to call her Tanya, and Tanya did not want her face on video, so what you're going to be listening to is audio with just a picture. All right. Thank y'all. Here we go.
So I am not that mother. I learned my oldest son is 33. I'm not gonna stand on top of you. Do what you do, live your life. My baby boy, he like, I'm just like check in. Just check in with him. So this motherfucker I cuss him out.
You could cuss.
She don't want to come home. So I'm like, I'm putting the top lock on. He's like, no, mommy, don't put the top lock on. You are not at a hotel. You are not at a hotel. Yeah. You're not at a hotel. You got to come home. Am I tripping? Like you got to come home, or at least check in. If you he got better about checking in, doing whatever the hell they wanted to do. So I'm like, I'm putting the top lock on. He like, I'll be home at 11, but you gonna be home at 11. You gonna pack your shit up. You gonna go over this motherfucker house. I'm putting the top lock on. I'm gonna be safe in my house. This is not a hotel. Am I tripping? So then with all this stuff, I can go through the 3 kids I have. Did I create these monsters? And then you gotta look yourself in the face like, I create. Leave your stuff in my house like I'm a storage unit. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you 21. Like you ain't got no means to take care of yourself. You ain't got no means to pay no rent. I mean, don't get it twisted. Like he working, he does well for himself. He does well for himself. He ain't got no bills. Like you playing with me. Now you need some responsibility. So now I'm feeling everybody like, oh, you need to, be on top of him. But I'm not that mother. Like, do your thing, just be safe, wrap it up, all this kind of stuff. But I'm talking about he will. So whoever this person, I did this. I created this month with all women, not even just women of color. Yeah. Is that we stopped our lives for our girl. What I just right? We stopped our lives to make them better. And then now that we see them as grown people, we like, I stopped my life for this bullshit. You know, crazy ass. And my oldest son is 33. He sent a text thread with me and my other 2 children that his girlfriend is pregnant. So he thought he couldn't have children. He's like stupid excited. We on something. Can we get a DNA test first? Like you ain't, he. Can we get a DNA test first? Before you get so happy. You can't take care of yourself. How you gonna have a kid? But he's happy. Okay, first grandkid, whatever. And it's like for real, like you really think you father material? Because like he's been through some stuff. It's like I created that monster. Whenever somebody say he did this, he did that, it's like I look myself in the mirror and be like, I did. Oh no, on some real shit. Like she was like 6 years old, questioning why did I get satisfactory and not above? No, like she's that girl. She's a lawyer. She lives in Houston. She went to law school. She's a thing. No, like she's that. So she's with this law firm and all this kind of stuff. She just bought a car. I'm like, you sure you're ready to do this? And she's like, yeah. So since she bought this car like 6 months ago, she's like, Mommy, can I borrow $100? Never. Mommy, can I borrow $200? I got you. But the borrow, I got nothing back. So the other day, she was like, can I borrow $500? And I was like, I'll give it to you, but I need my money back. And she's like, but the thing is, but here's the thing. She going with her girls to wherever. She going to see Beyonce last concert in Vegas. She living her best life. And I'm like, you borrowing all this money, but you're not paying me back. And I'm good. Go live your best life. But pay me back. I am not the bank of us. And she's like, I know. But she's never, like, ever done that. Even when she was an undergrad, she got a 2026 Equinox. 2025. She got a nice note. She got a nice little. Understand, like, she's the planner. She's the. When I tell you, like, she's better than me on all of that. And she's, like, doing her thing. But here, like, this year, she's like, oh, I'm going here. She done went to, like, 4 Beyonce concerts. And she came to Dallas. She did it 2 in Houston. She went to Vegas. And her girls going. Oh, they love me. Her and my son. And then she went to Michigan. Moving from Michigan. She went to Michigan a couple times. But she steadily, and that's not like her. So I'm like, okay, what you doing wrong? And she's like, oh, nothing. I'm good. No, like, you're not good. Now I find out she got this dude. Yeah, I just found that. It's like, come on, baby. What you doing? So it's like, but it's looking in the mirror. Been there. I'm not gonna lie. I have great hearted children.
Yeah.
I'm proud of the fact that I raised some very, very, very good hearted children. If I mean, they're good Samaritans. They see somebody fall, they're gonna pick them up. They are very. So that's where I'm proud that they are genuine from the core good people.
First of all, Miss Tanya deserves a medal.
I would get her a margarita.
I don't know what she was drinking while we was there. She probably
Or a mimosa.
she wasn't drinking that either.
She was drinking some Henny, y'all, which I don't blame her.
Yeah, you right about that.
She was
on the right about that.
Yes.
But you know what? Let's have a conversation about what you just heard. Because when she was telling us the story, it had us stop and think about our own children. So let's talk about what she was talking about.
There was so much that she said, honestly. Like, when you think about it, I think, so she talked about, she had 3 kids. She talked a little bit about each one of her kids and all the different things that all her kids have done. Not all the things, but, you know, she was just going through some of the situations with her kids. And I will tell you, like, I think every situation that she mentioned, I have dealt with too.
Oh, God, yes.
Every situation that she mentioned, I can definitely say that I have experienced on some level, whether it was with, you know, any one of my 4 kids. So it's like, dang, you sit here and this is where we talk about, you know, building a community of people, because we're all going through the same stuff.
And you know, we're going through the same stuff. It may not be the same exact thing, but we're having those moments where we are like, these can't be my kids. So I get it. And even while we were sitting there and having a conversation,
Oh my goodness,
her youngest son called, and he was like talking about
he was at the oil change place.
He was at the oil change place, and
he needed money,
right? And he was like, "Are you on your way home?"
Wait, let me just tell y'all first. He called her like 5 times. So she stepped away to go to the restroom. And so she was like, y'all watch my stuff for me. So we was like, we got you. So we sitting there watching. Her phone is blowing up. And I was like, dang, somebody really trying to get a hold of her. So when she come back, I was like, girl, your phone was on fire. And so she looks at it and she's like, oh, that's my youngest. And then he calls right back, of course, because he was blowing it up. It had to ring like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times while she was in the restroom. And then he's telling her, when you coming home? What you doing? Oh, but I'm at the oil change place. My thing is, he already there, y'all.
But here's the thing. He goes, my car was acting up, so I went to take... First of all, you don't even know why your car acting up.
But he went and took it there.
And he took it to the shop. He finds out it's about an oil change, and he needs money from her. And he calls her. That's why he's blown up, because he needed money from her. And of course she sent it to him because we don't want our baby stranded. I get it.
The entitlement. That's all I could say. The entitlement.
Listen, my son got fired from his job and took a flight to Colombia. And he didn't have all his stuff together. And so when he called me And asked me to help him.
The entitlement, y'all. I'm going to put it on out there. It's the entitlement. But this episode is about the monsters that we make, right? So
entitlement?
It is entitlement. It's the entitlement that we gave them. It's the entitlement that we made them feel like they had with us.
Oh, yeah.
It's the entitlement that we allow them to continue to pull from us. So yeah, it's entitlement.
So basically, we created these monsters.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Because do you think he would be calling her while he's at the oil change place if he didn't already know that he was going to be able to get that money from her? Just like when she talked about her daughter borrowing money after she got her new car. Her daughter went out and bought a new car, got a car note, got a good paying job, but she still called mom up every other so often talking about, can I borrow, can I borrow, can I borrow?
Let's not forget, she also has a man.
And she found out that she got a man.
Yeah.
But, she's calling mom because she know she could get that from mom. And as much as mom is like, oh, I'm not going to keep doing this. But we do. Because that's where that entitlement come from them. Like, they know that they're going to get that from us every time.
So
maybe not every time, but a lot of the time. Let me not say every time, because I do say no to my kids.
So is it a us problem or a them problem?
It's a both problem. I would say that we have, as parents, I'm not even just going to say mothers. I know, we were talking to moms, and she kind of highlighted some things about moms and how we have sacrificed so much for our kids because we went into that like our parents did. If we look at this generationally, right?
Right.
Our parents wanted us to have better than them. We wanted our kids to have better than us. We want our kids to have better than them.
That is true.
And it's going to continue that way. As parents, we're always saying how we want to give them better and more. And so in giving them better and giving them more, it creates this sense of entitlement.
So okay. We give them this sense of entitlement, but where do we create the boundary?
Well, we haven't. That's the problem.
Well, how do we do that?
I think it's too late for us.
Really?
I do. I think that trying to set those. Now, I'm not saying that we can't set some boundaries with our kids, right? But they're adults for us. Now, people who have little kids, they still have a chance. But those of us who have adult children, and I'm not saying that, we can't start to say no to our kids, but a lot of that is the gaps that we have already created in their life, right? So they're going to struggle, and we don't want to see them struggle because we want them to have better than us. So it's this vicious cycle that we kind of just perpetuate over and over again because we're trying to say we don't want them to have to struggle the same way we did. We don't want them to have to go through the same thing we did. So we're going to continue to kind of be that doggone landing spot, as I like to call it, for them.
So basically, we're stuck.
We're screwed.
So, but no, seriously, though.
No, I do think we can set boundaries. I shouldn't say it like that.
I think that there has to be at some point that we have to set boundaries, right? Because when you think about it, right, when you think about the broad span of our kids, right? Mm-hmm. So we have the almost 40 to the 21, almost 22-year-old, right? So we may be too late for those that are on that side of the spectrum, but are we too late for those that are coming up behind?
Like the 21 and the 23 and the 24?
Yeah, can we set those boundaries now? Or if we set those boundaries, would it be that they come back to us and be like, are you serious? You didn't set it for them. Why are you setting it for us?
Of course they're going to say that because the older ones that think they didn't get enough is already talking about how much these get. So no matter how you look at it, they're going to always have this, oh my gosh, my sibling didn't get more, whatever, than us.
So we're really screwed.
Yes.
So it's nothing.
I think that what we can do.
Terrible.
We can start to try to.
This is why we have a podcast called "These Can't Be Our Kids" because we are stuck, y'all. We are stuck.
I can't with her.
What we gonna do? So she just basically said, "I'm just stuck." So now I gotta have a podcast to be like, what we gonna do? And
that's why we are building this community. That's why we are talking to people, sharing our story and getting other people's story. So this is our support system. So although we may not be able to set those boundaries,
so this is 100%. This is AA for these can't be my kids.
Yeah.
So I gotta go up in a group and say, "Hi, my name is Karen,
And
these
I have-
can't be my kids, and I'm stuck."
Yes.
That's what I gotta do.
That's what we gonna do.
And then there's nothing. It's a disease, y'all. And
Y'all,
ain't nothing we can do about
We
it.
gonna have some in-person group meetings soon. Look, be on the lookout for that event. Make sure y'all join us. We gonna come around. No, but serious. No, but seriously, like
We stuck for real?
I think on some levels we are stuck. I think that you can definitely always make changes. I'm not saying that we can't make changes.
Wait, hold up. Not only am I stuck, but then I gotta leave you with insured life to get my insurance. That's why King Solomon said, I don't know what the hell going on. I gotta leave my people with this.
I can't with her today, y'all.
Yo, I'm just saying, like, this ain't a win-win situation.
I don't have no life insurance for my kids because I don't like them like that.
But you need to. So why?
All right, maybe I'll hit them up.
How you going? Wait, hold up. A pause. Rewind. How she gonna say maybe I should hit them up? You need to get Insure Life.
I will give them a call and see what I can do.
Yeah, see what you can do.
I will talk to him.
Because you need to get your people insured because you stuck. Ain't nothing else you can do. You stuck. You stuck.
Anyway, so Miss Tanya,
Hats off
we
to you.
appreciate you for telling your story. We really
Yes.
do. We understand your situation. I think we are there too, and I know we're not the only ones. So we definitely appreciate the time
We
you spent
do.
with us today.
It was a really great day with you and talking to you, and you let us know that we're not alone. And that was the whole reason for starting this podcast. That these can't be my kids, because it was just me and her talking. And I know that there's other people out there. And in talking with you today, you let us know that we are not alone. That was the whole purpose for going out in the street today. It was like, yo, are we crazy? Or, like, do people have these type of stories? And they do.
They do. Miss
So-
Tanya wasn't the only one we spoke to today, so we're going to have some
no.
more stuff for y'all coming soon. But I do want to say, like, one thing that I appreciated was at the end of her audio clip, she talked about how she was still proud of her children, right?
Yes.
So where Karen is sitting here asking, are we stuck? Do we have boundaries? Like, there are some things like entitlement that our kids have, but then there's also all these good things about them, right? I still want to say these can't be my kids, because even in their brightness and them being good-hearted people, because I think that's what she said about her kids. She said they will give to others in times of need, but that's because they learned that from her. So she was still a good mom to them. And, although they have some traits and behaviors that we want to sit here and shake our head at every single day, I appreciate that she still said that she was very proud of her children. And so I think that although we stress these can't be my kids and we talk about the crazy things they do, just remember, there are things that you can also be proud of them for and that you can appreciate them for.
It's crazy that you should say that, because this morning I got a phone call from my oldest son, and I told y'all he decided to take his butt to Columbia. And this morning I was thinking about this, and I had a praise moment, right? Because I was like, wow, my son went to Columbia. My other son is in New York. When I go down the list and I think about what my children are doing in their lives, I may not always agree about how they do things, but they are doing things, something that I never thought about. And I had to take a moment, and literally I just had a moment where I just cried. And it wasn't a bad cry. It was like, God, thank you. Thank you that even in the midst of when I question, these can't be my kids.
Yeah.
It's on the flip side of that. Like, these can't be my kids. They did something amazing, because I would have never thought to pack up my bags and go to Columbia. But my child did. And that's because something inside of him that I placed inside of him. And I just had to take a moment and thank God for that. So as much as we say these can't be our kids because of the crazy stuff that they do, there are things that they do that go overboard of what we
Yes.
would ever think of that we can have, that we can take a
Well, they have
moment to say
opportunities.
that these can't be our kids.
Yeah.
And they did something amazing.
Yeah.
And you got to be proud of you, proud of them, and proud of God, because he knew that there's something inside of you that would put inside of these kids. So we were just so grateful about it. I was so grateful about that this morning.
Yeah. They have different opportunities than what we had. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
that gives them the ability to kind of step outside the boundaries and outside the box of things that we probably never would have thought of. So,
Whew.
but, what we could do now is sometimes laugh
Sometimes cry.
and sometimes cry. So, but that's where
Sometimes
we
drink.
are. And,
Because we're like, what the heck?
I don't know why she says sometimes, y'all. It's always drink, but it's good.
I don't know if she's trying to say that for me or for her.
Either way,
But today,
I got coffee.
she ain't got no coffee coming out. It's like at nighttime, she ain't got no coffee in that truck.
Anyway, but we want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of These Can't Be My Kids. We're going to continue to bring y'all new and fresh content. We want you to like, follow, comment, share.
Yes.
We are on YouTube, Instagram,
TikTok,
TikTok, Apple, and Spotify. So we are everywhere that you want to be.
And comment. We
want to talk to y'all. We want to engage.
We want to engage with you. We really do. We want to hear your stories. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Let's talk, y'all.
Let's talk, y'all.
See y'all next time.
Oh, we'll be back Thursday. It's the audacity for me.
That's right. Don't forget, tune in.